Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're taking a look at the first hit era DVD, Steamies vs. Diesels. Oh boy, we are in for a interesting ride, aren't we? So, let's stop procrastinating and let's get right into it here. So, this is actually a very, very special release to me, as it was released on the day I was born, May 18, 2004. That's pretty cool. If I was I wish I was a Thomas fan when I was born. That would have been really cool to get this, but oh well. But I still think that's really, really cool to get. So, I have to get the DVD and the VHS just because I think that's just really cool. Anyways, let's see. It was also reprinted in 2009, I assume by Lionsgate. And then there's also a date on the wiki that says 2011. Not sure if that's any different. I'm sure it's just another Lionsgate reprint, but oh well. And interestingly, when you go into the wiki to look for this, you can't actually find Steamies vs. Diesels. In the UK, it's known as All Aboard with the Steam Team. So that's pretty interesting. It's virtually the same as this, except there are 2 extra episodes, which are Thomas and the Tuba and Thomas and the Firework Display, which would later be put onto songs from the station. But anyways, let's get into this here. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be a bit of a shorter episode. If it's not, oh well. Oh my gosh, I left track back there. Sorry, I was doing some cosmetic repairs. Let's get rid of these. Sorry, I should have done that before recording, but I was too lazy. Anyway. So it's virtually the same as the Anchor Bay DVDs. This is not put up by Anchor Bay, it's put up by Hit Entertainment, as you can see right there. I don't think it's put up by anybody else. Yep, just Hit Entertainment. So they basically just took the design from Anchor Bay and made this. So it's kind of cool. You got some tracks on this, like, navy dark blue outline. You got the Thomas logo right up there. It looks a bit different than it usually does. I think there's a bit more shading around the letter, so that's interesting. Steamies vs. Diesels and Other Thomas Adventures. I kind of like that it's in italics for both of them. That's pretty cool. I don't know what it is, but I really like this picture of Thomas here. I think it's pretty cool. And then that's... I don't think these were taken in the same, like, area, because the lighting looks very different. Like, that's clearly season, 7, season 8 Diesel in terms of the lighting. But this is, like, a promotional picture of Thomas or something. I don't know. Oh my gosh. There are weird noises coming from my house, and I don't like it. Yep. Pretty stock standard. Also, the DVD logo is right down there. On the side, you got Thomas and all that down there. And this is the first time that we can see something different. The Anchor Bay logo is not on here. We got the Entertainment logo. So, like I said, it was not put out by Anchor Bay. It was put out by Hit. And I believe there were about 3 or 4 releases put up by Hit Entertainment. I think, because there's a whole lot of confusion with these releases. I believe, yes. Oh, my trees are going to fall. My trees are going to fall. Look at that. I really hope they don't. That'd be really bad. But 20th Century Fox put out the releases for a while. And then it was brought back to Anchor Bay and then Lionsgate. And it was just a whole thing to get the Hit era on DVD. But I don't think the Hit, like the people making the show currently, the trees all fell over. I'm going to cut and put those back up. There we go. Sorry about that. If they fall over again, I don't think I'm going to bother with it. But anyways, yeah, it's just, I don't really think Hit Entertainment was as keen to put Thomas on DVD as Anchor Bay was. But anyways, we got some screenshots here. That's from Percy's New Whistle, and that's from Henry and the Wishing Tree. Yep, that's what it's called. This is actually pretty new. I don't think we've seen this before, but we have Making Tracks to Great Destinations right up there. That's basically, like, the slogan, I guess, of the Thomas series at the time, which is kind of cool. I think they still use that up until Big Wood Big Adventures. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, that's kind of cool. There's your little description down there. And here is our information hub. We've got a lot of bonus features. We got Steamy Stumpers Trivia Game, Soda Sounds, Steamy or Diesel DVD Game, friend facts, songs and more, and web fun. And then our episodes are Thomas to the Rescue, Henry and the Wishing Tree, Squeak, Rattle, and Roll, and Percy's New Whistle. Why are there only 4 episodes on here? That's a good question. And why is Henry and the Wishing Tree in here? That has nothing to do with Steamies or Diesels. Neither does Squeak, Rattle, and Roll or Percy's New Whistle, really. Thomas to the Rescue is, but there's a couple of scenes with the Diesels in that one. Definitely not, or in these 2 here. Definitely not Henry and the Wishing Tree. I have no clue why that's on here. Anyways, we still got the tracks in here, which is pretty cool. All that legal stuff on there. I'd also like to mention that this is the first time we saw these episodes at all. Like, they weren't on TV or anything. This was the first. I think we got this before the UK, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look here. Yep. I think about a week before the UK. So this is the first time that anybody in the whole world is seeing these seeing these episodes. So it's interesting. There's the disc though. It's a bit different, but oh well. Here's the booklet, and if you notice, it's actually a bit smaller than the actual case, which is a bit interesting. So it doesn't really stay in the whole way, but I like that we have a booklet. So let's close this up and take a look here. It's virtually the same. Yep. The logo looks kind of weird compared to the other ones. It's just very faded, in my opinion. And I said that I would rush this, or this would be a shorter episode, so I'm going to kind of rush this along. Steamies versus Diesels, you decide on DVD. But this is talking about all the menus and stuff. This is kind of cool. This is basically the engines talking about why we're glad to be who we are. So why the steam engines are glad to be steam engines, and why the diesels are glad to be diesels. That's kind of interesting up there. Sir Topham Hatt scrap the Steamies. Diesels are the future. Yeah, this release is almost 20 years old, and there are still steam engines on Sodor. Ooh, look at this! Oh, an ad for the Wooden Railway. I like that. And then ads for books. Still no Railway Series books. What? That's okay. Oh, they got rid of the things on the back because this is the only release that Hit Entertainment had at the time. But yep, this is a Dale with Thomas ad. So that's pretty cool. So I'll briefly take a look at the VHS here. I kind of want to speed this along here. But it's virtually the same. I think the tracks are a little bit different. Yeah. Just a little bit. Side. Mine's got a huge gash in the corner here. I got this from a thrift store. And this thing is just beaten to hell. I don't know, but the previous owner of this must have really enjoyed it. But yep, I had to basically tape it all up here. There's still a bit of the tape exposed, but yeah, like all this was ripped off, so it's a whole thing, you know. See, like everything here is ripped. I had to tape that up. Yeah. Oh, I think we got some interesting or some different things in here. I think these are talking about the learning segments. But there's actually no bonus features on VHS tape. So we got your episodes there, and then songs and more. I'm pretty sure these are the learning segments. So we have different sounds. Getting there too? Is that like the sequel or something? I don't know. You got the sound song. Name that engine 2. Okay, we haven't even seen these before, as far as I'm concerned, so I don't know why they're calling them, like, 2. I don't know. And then the engine roll call. So, cool. I'll slide out the tape because it's actually stuck in there a little bit. There's the tape. And that's really all for this release here. So the main theme of this release is Steamies versus Diesels. And I'm not really seeing that in the episodes. Let's take a look at the VHS here again. Thomas to the Rescue makes sense. That's all about the Diesels and stuff. Henry and the Wishing Tree, that makes no sense. And then last two, they make a little bit of sense. But if you're going to call the Steamies versus Diesels, you got to put episodes that deal with Steamies versus Diesels on here. So I have done just that. I've taken out Henry and the Wishing Tree because it doesn't make any sense why it's on here, and I've replaced it with the episode Halloween, which is all to do with Steamies and Diesels. It has to do with Thomas and Emily going to the scrapyard and Ari and Bert screw around with them. That would make perfect sense to be on here. So if we put these in order, that would mean that Percy's New Whistle would be first, and then we got Thomas to the Rescue, Squeak, Rattle and Roll, and Halloween. Now, it's pretty pathetic that there's only 4 episodes on here. If it was really up to me, I would probably... Well, it doesn't make any sense why Thomas and the Tuba and the firework display episode aren't on here, because they don't have diesels in them as far as I'm concerned. I haven't seen them in a while. So that actually makes a little bit of sense, but if we really wanted to, you could put 2 more episodes in here to make it 6 like it usually is, but there's only 4 on here, which is pretty dumb. But, oh well. Also, you have to get rid of the and other Thomas Adventures because there's not an episode called Steamies vs. Diesels, and I think that's a kind of cool name if you're into that. But anyways, that's really it for me. It's gonna be interesting to look at their releases in the future, because we're not gonna get like all hit era stuff. It's gonna be sprinkled in, so it's gonna be like a couple of weeks with classic series, a couple of weeks with new series, and then eventually we'll get into the CGI series, which is not good, but we'll get to that when we get to that. So anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching. We're kind of getting into a dark path here, so my voice might be less enthusiastic because I don't like these episodes at all. I think all of them are pretty bad, minus, okay, Thomas to the Rescue is not that bad, Squeak, Rattle and Roll is pretty cool, but the other 2 are really bad. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get less enthusiastic as time goes on. But anyways, that's it for me. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I will see you later. Don't know why I did it in an accent then, but I like doing accents, mate.